Today we're gonna be going through an absolutely banger of a presentation for all rockstar SDRs and BDRs and who are still worried about job security and hitting quotas. In this presentation I'm gonna be showing you how to transition from an in-house SDR or a BDR to an outsourced lead generator and make $380,000 in the next 12 months without having to learn any new skills or climb the corporate sales ladder. Before we actually get into the presentation, the source of the presentation, I just want to show you a few examples that this actually works. Figure 1, so I have Daniel here, and Daniel pretty much went from working as a 9-to-5 sales rep. He was an SDR making only commission on his deals, no base, nothing, super low OTE, to making $25,000 a month in 20 weeks as a B2B lead generation agency owner. I've done an interview with him, so if you want to check that out, you can go check it out on my YouTube channel. So booked 100 calls in a month, got paid crazy amount of money from this, hit 20k a month, looking to do 30 to 40,000 a month, closing $5,000 a month deals, and booking 25 meetings in a day. And then we also have figure 2, Brian, from working as an in-house sales rep and leader to making $13,000 a month through his own business in 5 months. And once again, you can check out an interview that I did with him. He made 4.5k a month, signed 3 clients on $400 per meeting booked. And once again, because he already had a sales background, he had already been done this. He was in the exact same industry, doing the exact same stuff that he had done previously, but he was just getting paid 10 times more. Figure 3, Brennan, who also was previously an SDR in the APAC region. Here I just have a few screenshots of him closing 3 deals for a total of $9,300 and $5,000 a month, plus getting paid 10% rev share or $225 per call book. So here a new client closed, 3.2k upfront, 2.5k monthly fixed retainer, and 10% revenue share. Then we also have here another client, his first client actually on retainer, 3.5k, 2.5k a month, 10% rev share, and then also his first client, $2,000 upfront and $225 per call booked. Once again, he's an SDR, so it's easy job for him, and he's just gonna get paid so much more for that. And then the last figure that I have here is Bill, who also was previously an SDR and sales rep and closed his first client immediately after starting his own outreach for his own lead generator offer, made 3.5k there. An absolutely amazing success story from there as well. Now you might be asking, okay, who is this for? Am I in the right place? It is for you if you work as an SDR or a BDR. If you hate being told to do stuff that doesn't work because your sales manager read something on LinkedIn, then this is for you. If you're fed up with loading 1,000 leads into outreach or sales love, knowing that the results will be as exciting as making an online quiz to find out what kind of paperclip best matches your personality, then this is for you. If you went into sales to gain control of your own life and paycheck, but you're starting to question your career path and choice. If you have thought about starting your own business but don't want to learn a completely new skill set, then this is extremely for you. If you want to live life on your own terms, on your own schedule, making a comfortable multi-6-figure income, then this is for you. If you're fed up with your account executives controlling your commissions and you're trying your best to maintain your AE relationship in useless weekly stand-up calls, then this is for you. If you don't want to stress about unrealistic quotas anymore, then this is for you. If you don't feel motivated trying to climb the corporate sales ladder because reaching the AE, senior AE, or even enterprise AE position feels like a far-fetched dream, this is for you. If you're fed up with your sales director tracking vanity metrics like how many looms have you sent and how many cold calls have you made, then this is for you. This is for you if you're scared of ending up as the 29-year-old career SDR. If you're thinking about job hopping because there's no space to be AE because your company isn't really doing well, then this is for you. If you look at the sales leaderboard and you don't see your name, feeling like there's an invincible wall you just can't break through, then this is for you. If you start dreading Monday on Sunday afternoon, knowing you'll have to face yet another week of quota pressure, then this is for you. If you daydream about walking in your own office, sitting behind a desk as an AE, then this is for you. If you desire high earnings but are terrified losing your soul and health in the process, and last, if your biggest fear has come true, another quarter has passed and you didn't meet the quota, then this is for you. This presentation is not gonna be for people who are not prepared to bet on themselves and would rather play it safe, even if it means that you'll get yelled at on a weekly basis by someone who doesn't even know how to do your job, or for people who are happy with a high 5-figure, low 6-figure OTE and think that staying in your SDR role is the safest option. Now that we know who should be here, let's go into the gut-wrenching truth. So the gut-wrenching truth is that you're stuck in a grinder, a churn machine that is the corporate SDR or BDR role. You wake up every day to hit unrealistic quotas that a disconnected manager who probably hasn't sold in years throws at you. You're told to send 100 Loom videos or make endless cold calls to leads who never pick up. And the irony is that you're the fuel for the revenue generating engine of the company, yet you're treated as an an expendable, a mere cog in the wheel. You put in the sweat, but if things go south, you're the first to be thrown under the bus. It is not fair, and you know it, I know it, and everyone on your extremely aggressive team also knows it. You chose the path of an SDR or a BDR because you wanted a high-paying career. You wanted to control your own destiny. But are you in control? No, you are not. You're being micromanaged to death. Your compensation is decided by disconnected account executives, and your career path is uncertain. You're told that if you stick around long enough, you might get promoted to an AE or something even cooler, maybe SDR director, but the ladder seems increasingly slippery and the competition is fierce. Most people won't make it to AE. What if you get stuck as the 29-year-old career SDR? You're tired of managers who have read one too many LinkedIn articles about effective sales tactics that make zero sense. You're tired of being yelled at for not meeting the unrealistic quotas, and you're tired of dealing with operations that are so poorly structured you wonder how the company makes money at all. SDRs have the most difficult job, but are the least experienced. Imagine you have all this responsibility, yet receive little respect and even less guidance. Your job is complicated enough, you shouldn't have to deal with internal struggles and disrespectful work cultures. Salespeople who should be your teammates instead treat you as enemies, stealing leads and undermining your efforts. Your manager and other departments look down upon you simply because you are tied to revenue, lifeblood of the company. How ironic is that? But what if I told you there's a way out? What if I told you that you can take the skills you have already honed as an SDR or a BDR and use them to build life that's actually on your terms? What if you could be the one to set those quotas, decide which clients you take on, and choose how to approach them? Introducing the career path they don't want you to know about. Becoming an independent B2B lead generation agency owner. Why does this make sense? So the demand for quality lead generation is huge. It's crazy. It's immense. Over 63% of B2B businesses struggle with it, according to a study by HubSpot. And this is just in the United States. Imagine how many companies worldwide struggle with B2B lead generation. Companies are willing to pay top dollar for reliable, consistent lead generation, and you already have the skills they are desperate for. Plus, you don't need to call 50, 60, 100 people a day or do endless reporting. You don't even need to stay in the same industry. You're free to switch. And the best part is you can make 10 times more money than you currently do, and you get to choose your clients, your work hours, and even your work location. Sounds good to be true, but it's not. And in this presentation, I'm going to show you exactly how to make the shift to an independent B2B lead generation agency owner in the next 90 days while tripling your take-home income. You got a tough job, we both know it, but it's time to turn those challenges into your biggest opportunities. It's time to seize control of your destiny and make the life-changing shift. And by the way, if you don't know me, my name is Leevi Eerola, and I have been in the sales industry since I was 14. And during the years, I have sold women's magazines over the phone. I have knocked over 30,000 doors selling electricity contracts. I've managed a team of 15 D2D sales reps for a few years, and I also trained them and hired to build pretty much the whole team from scratch. I have worked as the head of sales for a B2B education company. I worked as an SDR and a lead generation for a B2B marketing agency. I have built the most profitable and efficient SDR team for a $20 million B2B electricity company in 8 weeks. I have built a team of over 20 B2C sales reps and manufactured a supplement product line that we sold over the phone. And I have also worked as an SDR for early stage startups and generated qualified opportunities with investors looking to invest into private equity. And we raised $1 million round in a few months. And I have done much more in the field of sales. So during my years in sales, I always dreamed of the idea of controlling my own life, being in charge of where I live, who I work with, and what time I open up my laptop. Even though I had some great months in sales with fat commissions and big wins, I never felt fully fulfilled. I always knew in the back of my mind I could do so much more. So because of this, I naturally gravitated towards trying to build different online businesses on the side. I spent 4 years trying to make these make money online businesses work. I tried dropshipping, SMMA, affiliate marketing, and a bunch of other random stuff YouTube algorithm pushed into my face. After 4 years and still being in the same place where I started, I had a huge realization. Through my sales career, I had already built an extremely valuable skill set with a lot of demand, which is booking sales opportunities. Companies were struggling to find good SDRs to grow their business, and most of them had no idea how to approach it and what to do even if they had good SDRs. So after realizing this, I went on LinkedIn Jobs and I found a marketing company looking for a head of sales because they just wanted to hire someone fully on commissions and on contractor basis to book them calls, get them sales, and just fix their sales process, and that was perfect for me. In September 2021, I joined their team and decided to take matters into my own hands and run a series of experiments to get them leads, sales, and of course, make the whole system profitable. So I immediately started running cold emails and automated LinkedIn outreach campaigns for them, and the execution wasn't perfect, but it worked amazingly well. Here is a quick screenshot of their CRM during that time period. Here's September, here's where I really started, and here's January 2022. As you can see, immediately after putting my strategy and knowledge of booking qualified opportunities into action, we started growing fast. In December 2021, we did 16,600 euros in new deals, and in January 2022, we did 88,000 euros in new deals. And that's over 434% increase in new revenue in a month. And it blew my mind, and it also blew their mind. And the funniest thing was that this was nothing special. I had done this hundreds of times before as a sales rep, and this validated my idea. So at the end of December 2021, I decided to go out on my own and start my own B2B lead generation agency. And my strategy worked so well that in the brief period of only 92 days, I was already doing 13,000 euros a month, and in 6 months I was doing over 40,000 euros. And here's a quick screenshot of my third month making 13,000 euros a month, and here's on my 6th month making over 44,000 euros during that time period. And here's also a few screenshots of my cold email campaigns. So if you can see from these reply rates, we were ripping, because so many companies don't really know what they're doing because they don't have the good SDR knowledge and the good appointment setting knowledge. And I'm not sharing this to impress you, but in 2022, I made over $380,000, traveled around the world, and $8,000 dinners, and stayed at $5,000 a week hotels while running my dream business. I was literally working on my laptop, living in locations like this. This is in the south of Bali, in Uluwatu. This was a nice villa where we stayed for a week. It was 20K a month. And here's also a quick GIF showcasing my bank account of me making 347,000 euros, which is $383,000. And all this time I had thought I needed to learn some completely new and complex business models and skills to achieve the freedom that I was looking for, but it makes sense. Sales is a huge pain point for most B2B companies. So if you're able to help them to solve their sales and lead generation problem, you will be extremely valuable. And if you're extremely valuable, you will also get paid extremely well. So let's get into it. Let's go through the steps, what you can use to actually transition from an in-house SDR or BDR to an independent B2B lead generation agency owner like I did, and make all the money and make all the commissions and decide your hours and decide your location, decide your clients, and all of that good stuff. So the step one is map out your niche and offer based on your own experience. So when starting out, you want to stick to something you already know and understand. So if you have worked as an SDR at an early stage tech company, you want to start targeting early stage tech companies. If you have worked with cybersecurity, you will start working with cyber companies. This way, you'll immediately have some expertise in the industry, and your future prospects will trust you since you have a track record in their industry. Then you create an offer describing exactly what value proposition you provide for the industry. So for example, if you know that on average you have been booking 15 qualified sales opportunities as an SDR in the cybersec industry, you can leverage this in your offer. An example offer statement that you could tell to these companies: I help cybersecurity firms book an extra 15 qualified sales opportunities each month through tech leverage outreach. Then in sales calls, you just explain how you previously done this in your past job as an SDR, and you showcase to them exactly what methods of outreach you're going to use for them. I recommend that you leverage as much cold email as you possibly can. It gives you a high leverage since you can automate your cold email campaigns and you can manage multiple clients at a time. Then when you have your niche and offer decided, start doing outreach to book yourself some sales opportunities. Once again, you can use the outreach method you are the most familiar with, but I would recommend using cold email as much as you can. You can use tools like Apollo.io to build list of potential clients. Then you're using cold email tools like Instantly.ai. Once again, this is like Salesloft or Outreach, but it's so much better and it's 100 times cheaper than they are. So you use Instantly or similar tools to send cold email messages to the list automatically. And here is a quick example of the message that you can send. Hey John, I'm reaching out since I help cybersecurity firms book an extra 15 qualified sales opportunities each month through tech leverage outreach. Do you mind if I send more information about this? Sincerely, Levi Erla. And then you just give them more info and you book them into a call. You can also speed this process up by pairing cold email with cold calling and LinkedIn prospecting. The more companies you reach out to, the more sales opportunities you book in their calendar. Fairly basic sales is a number game. When someone shows interest, you book them in for a 30-minute discovery call to get to know them and their situation better. And if they seem like a good fit, you book them in for another 30-minute demo call to go through your pitch, your service, and your time frame. You're logically walking your prospect through the process and presenting a clear ROI to them. Since you have already gotten them into a call through cold email and you have experience in the industry as an SDR or a BDR, they will naturally have high trust in the system. You make them a performance-based offer based on the number of booked calls you get, and you also charge them an upfront fee of $2,000 to $6,000 to make sure they are committed to the partnership and to make sure that you also get some fast cash flow. You immediately make some money before you even start doing any work. When you start working with them, you build the exact same system for them that you use to get them as a client, and you repeat this 3 to 5 times to get a handful of clients, and you start focusing on their outreach campaigns to ensure good results. Then when you have done that, super simple as an SDR, that will be one of the most easiest things for you to do. You get like 3 to 5 new clients, and then you move into step 2, which is getting a case study. So in the beginning, you're doing an onboarding call with the clients and gathering all relevant information about their company, product, and customers. So pretty much a ramp-up process, but you just shrink the timeline into one call. You're taking a note of what problems they solve, what results they get, what language their customers use, and who their customers are, and what is unique about them. Then you use the information to spin through different variations of outreach messages, and you test them against the market using automated cold email campaigns. For each outreach variation you are testing, you want to reach out to at least 500 prospects to validate the data. This can be done in a few days, and immediately when you have a variation that books qualified sales opportunities at 0.5% booking rate, you use that variation to reach out to all potential prospects in the market. When you hit 0.5% booking rate on cold email outbound message, you're booking your client 15 to 40 qualified sales opportunities per month. Once again, if you want to boost the results of your clients by pairing a cold email outreach with cold calling and LinkedIn outreach, if these methods are familiar to you from your past job, do that for a month and make a case study of the results. You do an interview with your client and you ask them what situation were they in before they started working with you, what situation are they in right now, how long did it take to get those results, what is the effect of those results on their business, and would they recommend working with you. Then you take that case study interview and you upload it on your landing page and you use it as an asset when reaching out to prospects and selling in demo calls. It makes it so much easier because you can just show, look, this worked for someone else. Then step 3, you take on more clients on retainer plus rev share payment model. Now that we have some proof that we know what we are doing, we are able to ask for bigger prices and for deal structures that are more in our favor. Instead of getting paid based on the calls we book, we want to get paid a monthly fixed retainer plus a 5 to 15% revenue share on the deals coming through the opportunities we book. This way, we will have a stable base of revenue coming through the door each month, and we will also be able to capitalize on the huge upside of our clients closing deals. You start the outreach process again and start booking more sales opportunities into your calendar through the outreach methods that are most comfortable for you. You're using your case study to showcase more competency in your market when doing outreach and selling on calls, and on demo calls you present the case study of the results you have gotten for a client and quote them a price of 2.5k to 5k a month and 5 to 15% revenue share on deals closed through your opportunities. The goal here is to get maximum of 5 solid clients on a monthly retainer and crush it for them. This will scale you to 12,000 a month to 25,000 a month plus performance. We have literally seen guys get paid 50, 100k a month just on these models just by having 2 clients. We have one guy, Wyatt Beamer, who's making over 75,000 a month in pure profit working with 2 clients because he just has a small revenue cut. And then you move into step 4, which is optimize operations and time. And this is super important because now you have a proven process and you're making around 12 to 25k a month plus performance. As you're scaling, you need to start optimizing your time usage to ensure the highest return on your time. If you don't do this, you'll end up spending hours every day on tasks that don't generate any money and working over 12 hours a day from Monday to Sunday. Even though it can be necessary at some stages in the journey, it is not sustainable. We want to stay in the game for years to compound experience and knowledge to benefit as much as possible from our protocol. You want to keep your back office as lean as you can, and there are only 2 main aspects to scaling, which are hiring and automating. Hiring is an absolute key to building sustainable operations, and as the main operator, you don't want to spend time on low leverage tasks. It is 100 times better for you to be working on the strategy of client campaigns or talking to prospects on potential big deals. As you scale higher, you want to start to leverage your operations as much as you can with AI and technology because it pretty much has infinite leverage. Hiring virtual assistants and giving them pre-made prompts and stacks and processes will get you a lean team of fucking killers without having to spend $5,000 a month per employee. And you can use this document here to build a hiring funnel and recruit a team of Terminators. You can just check this out. I've written out the exact process that you need to use to hire out the team when it's the time for that. Then also you're going to be doing some automating. So as we are hiring, we also want to start automating boring and repetitive repetitive tasks with tools like Zapier.com. And the easiest way to figure out what to automate is to do a week-long time audit, tracking exactly what you spend your time on and spotting everything that takes a lot of your time but doesn't yield a lot of revenue back. So just use Google Sheets and a simple stopwatch to track your time and categorize your activities into things you can automate, delegate, and eliminate. And you're gonna repeat this every 90 days to make sure you spend your time wisely. As you can see, you only need to map out your niche and offer based on your past experience, get a few clients and a case study, and scale by increasing your prices and hiring key players to help you with repetitive daily tasks. You can do this alone, which will be extremely slow and challenging, or you can work with me and my team at agencyvelocity.io, and we will help you through the transition step by step. We will personally consult you on exactly what niche to pick, what you should offer them. We'll show you exactly how to leverage your past experience to increase your credibility. We'll show you how to structure your outreach campaigns to ensure they fill the calendar with qualified sales opportunities. We'll literally give you all the templates, all the structure, all the processes that we use to book like 100 calls a month. And we'll even help you delivering results to your clients, increasing your prices, and hiring and automating your business to ensure you only spend time on stuff that matters while living your dream life. All you need to do is book a call with me or one of our customer success managers from agencyvelocity.io. And I just want you to keep in mind that this is not a course or a community. This is a personal consulting engagement where you will leverage pre-created resources, daily one-on-one help, and our team will even review everything you do and give feedback on it. Also, keep in mind that we only onboard 10 people every month because it's a highly personalized process for everyone. We want to make sure that everyone that comes in gets the one-on-one attention needed. Again, as a reminder, this is for people working as an SDR or a BDR who are fed up with trying to climb the corporate ladder. And this is also for rockstar salespeople looking to take control of their own life, making multiple six figures in take-home income a year. This transition is literally extremely simple and straightforward to make. You already have all the skills. You don't really need to learn anything new. You just need a better, predictable step-by-step process, and we will give it to you when you work with us. Amazing. So go ahead and book a call at agencyvelocity.io. It has been an absolute pleasure. Like the video, dislike the video, and also drop a subscribe for the channel, and I'll see you in the call. Bye.